In a letter obtained by CBS News, a director of the CDC is calling on all states to have vaccine distribution sites, quote, fully operational by November 1st. That, of course, is just 2 days before the general election and months before even the most optimistic timeline. Mark Strassmann is outside the CDC in Atlanta for us. Mark, good morning to you. What more do we know about this letter?
Well, good morning, Tony. For starters, that letter came out on August 27th. That's the same day that President Trump gave his acceptance speech at the Republican National Convention, a speech in which he teased that a vaccine could come out by the end of the year. The worry here is that this plan may have more to do with politics than with science. Now, that said, many health experts agree that having a distribution plan in place is essential, even if the vaccine needs more work.
Whether we end up with a vaccine sooner or later, we need those plans, we need those logistics in place.
Dr. Jesse Goodman is the former chief scientist at the FDA. He oversaw several vaccine approval and distribution efforts. Goodman is concerned that the new letter from the CDC did not come sooner.
We have safety, effectiveness, quality, good logistics and distribution system, a safety monitoring system, and we don't screw up the trust. A safe and effective vaccine can save lives. But that's a tall order to come up with in the remaining time before then.
Dr. Goodman worries that political pressure on the FDA could lead the public to doubt its safety and effectiveness. But both FDA Commissioner Dr. Stephen Hahn and Dr. Anthony Fauci said no vaccine would be approved or granted emergency authorization without sound data and science behind it.
I would not be comfortable with a vaccine unless it was shown in a clinical trial clearly to be safe and effective.
Now, with Labor Day weekend approaching, the nation's top health officials are urging Americans to remain disciplined, to avoid behaviors that led cases to spike following Memorial Day and the 4th of July. On a trip across the Midwest, Dr. Deborah Birx of the White House Coronavirus Task Force gave this stern warning.
When I say socially distance, it means at all times, including with family members. We are seeing that crowded neighborhood events, including backyard barbecues, are currently one of the primary spreaders of virus.
Birx's tour comes as several states report spikes in new COVID cases, including Iowa. The White House recently flagged Iowa as having the highest rate per capita of new COVID cases. And there is also a spike in South Dakota, which recently hosted the Sturgis motorcycle rally. And that event has been linked to almost 300 new cases in a dozen states. Anthony?
Mark Strassmann, thank you, Mark.